The United Kingdom, a land of ancient castles, quirky traditions, and a history so rich it could fill volumes. From the rugged peaks of the Scottish Highlands to the bustling streets of London, this island nation offers a tapestry of diverse landscapes and even more diverse people. But how well do you really know this eccentric corner of the world? Join us as we delve into the curious, the unbelievable, and the downright mind-boggling facts that make the UK truly unique. We'll uncover hidden histories, explore age-old customs, and encounter some rather surprising national treasures along the way. Get ready to test your knowledge and perhaps even discover a newfound appreciation for this land of charming contradictions. So buckle up, dear viewers, as we embark on an unforgettable journey through 20 mind-blowing facts about the UK you never knew. Our first stop takes us to the very heart of the British political system, a system shrouded in tradition and remarkably lacking a single codified document. Unlike almost every other nation on Earth, the UK has no written constitution. Instead, its laws, customs, and principles have evolved organically over centuries, guided by precedent, judicial rulings, and yes, even the occasional Act of Parliament. This unique approach, while seemingly perplexing, has provided a remarkable degree of flexibility and resilience. It allows the UK to adapt to changing circumstances without being bound by rigid, potentially outdated rules. However, it also means that the balance of power can be delicate, reliant on a deep understanding of unwritten conventions and a shared respect for the weight of history. Beneath the bustling streets of London lies a labyrinth of tunnels and tracks, a subterranean world that has been ferrying passengers for well over a century. London's Underground, the oldest metro system in the world, first opened its doors in 1863, ushering in a new era of urban transport. But these tunnels, carved through earth and time, hold more than just the echoes of hurrying commuters. Whispers of strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena have long been associated with the Underground. Some stations, like Covent Garden and Farringdon, are said to be haunted by the lingering spirits of plague victims, their eternal journeys echoing through the tunnels. Others tell of a spectral actress sighted at Bank Station, forever searching for a lost performance. The British monarchy, steeped in tradition and grandeur. We often see the Queen in her finery, attending state dinners and waving from Buckingham Palace. But did you know that during the tumultuous years of World War II, then Princess Elizabeth showed a different kind of mettle? The year was 1945. The war was nearing its end, but the spirit of service burned bright in the young princess. She joined the Auxiliary Territorial Service, training as a mechanic and driver. Imagine the heir to the throne, her hands covered in grease, learning the intricacies of engines and vehicle maintenance. This wasn't merely symbolic. Princess Elizabeth, much like other women of the time, rolled up her sleeves and contributed to the war effort in a tangible way. She drove military trucks, repaired engines, and played a vital role in keeping the wheels of the war machine turning. This lesser-known chapter in her life reveals a woman of remarkable resilience and a deep sense of duty. It serves as a reminder that even those born into privilege are capable of great sacrifice and service when duty calls. The United Kingdom, a land steeped in history, folklore, and, it seems, magic. For here, in a world of official decrees and government appointments, exists a position as fantastical as it is intriguing: the Wizard of England. Yes, you heard that right. Since the 1990s, England has officially recognised a wizard currently held by the esteemed John Henry Harvey. Now, before you imagine grand castles and fire-breathing dragons, the role is more about upholding ancient traditions and promoting goodwill. Wizard Harvey, as he's known, attends civic events, performs blessings, and acts as a sort of mystical ambassador for the country. He even receives an annual stipend from the local council. Now, skeptics might scoff, but the wizard embodies a sense of whimsy and a connection to England's mythical past. In a world increasingly dominated by rationality and technology, the Wizard of England serves as a charming reminder that a little bit of magic can go a long way. From the annals of history comes a tale so peculiar, so unbelievably brief, that it begs to be told. This, my friends, is the story of the Anglo-Zanzibar War, a conflict that holds the rather dubious honor of being the shortest war in recorded history. The year was 1896. The setting, the Spice Island of Zanzibar, now part of Tanzania. The cause, a power struggle following the death of the pro-British Sultan and the ascension of Sultan Khalid bin Bargash, who was not quite as amenable to British interests. The British, you see, were rather keen on maintaining their influence in the region. When diplomatic efforts failed, they resorted to a more persuasive tactic. At precisely 9 o'clock in the morning on the 27th of August, the British fleet unleashed a furious, albeit brief, bombardment on the Sultan's palace. By 9:38, the Sultan's flag was lowered, marking a resounding, though somewhat comical, British victory. The entire conflict, from the first shot to the ceasefire, lasted a mere 38 minutes. From the bustling markets of Brixton to the sleek streets of Canary Wharf, London pulses with a rhythm all its own. But listen closely and you'll hear something quite extraordinary, a symphony of languages echoing through the ages. Over 300 tongues, in fact, making London a veritable Tower of Babel in reverse. Imagine, if you will, a city where Bengali shopkeepers banter with Polish builders, where Nigerian taxi drivers discuss the latest football scores with French waiters. This is the reality of London, a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of countless cultures. This linguistic richness is a testament to the UK's long and complex history as a global hub. From the Roman Empire to the British Commonwealth, waves of immigration have left their mark on the language, cuisine and culture of this island nation. And in the heart of it all lies London, a city that embraces its multicultural identity with open arms. This diversity is not merely a point of pride, it's the lifeblood of the city. It fuels creativity, fosters innovation, and reminds us that even in a world often divided, shared humanity can always find a way to communicate. We venture now to the rugged highlands of Scotland, a land of mist-shrouded lochs and ancient legends. Here, amidst the heather and the glens, roams a creature as elusive as it is enchanting, the unicorn. Yes, you heard that right. The national animal of Scotland is none other than this mythical beast, a creature more often found in fairy tales than in the annals of zoology. But don't scoff just yet, for the unicorn holds a special place in Scottish heraldry and folklore, a symbol of purity, innocence, and, some might say, sheer bloody-mindedness. Its origins, shrouded in the mists of time, the unicorn first appeared on the Scottish royal coat of arms way back in the 15th century. Some say it was chosen for its rarity, a fitting emblem for a land that fiercely guarded its independence. Others claim it represents the untamed spirit of the Scottish people, as wild and free as the Highlands themselves. Whatever the reason, the unicorn remains an enduring symbol of Scotland, a reminder that sometimes the most fantastical creatures are the ones that capture our hearts and imaginations the most. Ah, tea, the lifeblood of the British Isles, a soothing balm for weary souls and the fuel that powers a nation. From the humblest of homes to the grandest of palaces, the kettle is always on, ready to brew a steaming cuppa at a moment's notice. It's estimated that the British consume a staggering 100 million cups of tea every single day. That's enough to fill Loch Ness twice over. But tea is more than just a beverage, it's a ritual, a social lubricant, and an integral part of the British psyche. Whether it's a builder's tea, strong and sweet, to kickstart the day, a comforting cuppa after a long afternoon, or a celebratory pot of Earl Grey with a slice of Victoria sponge, tea is always there to mark the moment. Indeed, an invitation for a cuppa is often a prelude to a heart-to-heart, a chance to share news, gossip, or simply enjoy a moment of companionable silence. So the next time you find yourself in the UK, be sure to raise a cup to this most cherished of traditions. It's the very essence of Britishness in a mug. From the bustling heart of London, we journey to the southern shores of the Isle of Wight. Here, nestled on the cliffs overlooking the English Channel, lies a relic of a bygone era, Black Gang Chine, the world's oldest continuously operating amusement park. Opened in 1843, Black Gang Chine predates even the iconic Ferris wheel by nearly half a century. Imagine, if you will, a time when the Victorians, in all their finery, strolled these very paths, seeking amusement and a respite from the burgeoning industrial age. Over its long and storied history, Black Gang Chine has evolved and adapted, much like the very landscape it inhabits. Yet it retains a certain charm, a whisper of the past that continues to enchant visitors, young and old. Our journey through time now takes us north to the hallowed grounds of Oxford, home to a university so ancient it predates the rise and fall of entire empires. Established in the 11th century, Oxford University's roots run deep, predating even the founding of the Aztec Empire by centuries. While the Aztecs were carving out a mighty empire in the Americas, scholars were already gathering at Oxford, laying the foundation for a tradition of learning that would endure for a millennium. Think of the countless minds that have passed through these halls, the knowledge imparted, the discoveries made. Oxford's influence on the world stage is undeniable. From its ranks have emerged world leaders, Nobel laureates and pioneers in countless fields. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of education, a beacon of knowledge that continues to shine brightly even today. From the grandeur of Oxford, we travel now to the quaint town of Worley, where we encounter a testament to British eccentricity and ingenuity, the Worley Museum, officially recognised as the smallest museum in the world. Housed within the confines of a decommissioned red telephone box, a ubiquitous symbol of Britain itself, the Worley Museum challenges our very notion of what a museum can be. Forget sprawling galleries and grand halls, for here, history is condensed and presented in miniature. Within this compact space, visitors will find an eclectic collection of local artifacts, each one carefully chosen to tell the story of Worley and its people. It's a testament to the human desire to preserve and share our past, no matter how humble the setting. From the bustling streets of London, we enter the British Library, a realm of quiet contemplation. Housing over 170 million items, it's a treasure trove of human knowledge. From the Magna Carta to Beatles lyrics, each item tells a story. The British Library is a beacon of knowledge, inspiring and connecting us all. The United Kingdom stands as a true giant in scientific discovery and cultural achievement. This small nation boasts a remarkable number of Nobel Prize winners. From penicillin to DNA, British laureates have shaped our understanding of the world. Their achievements span physics, chemistry, literature, and economics. Think of Ernest Rutherford, who unlocked the secrets of the atom, and Alexander Fleming, who revolutionized medicine with penicillin. Bertrand Russell challenged conventional thinking, and William Golding explored human nature in his novels. These brilliant minds have left an indelible mark on the world stage. Their discoveries continue to inspire generations of thinkers and innovators. The legacy of these Nobel laureates is a testament to the UK's intellectual excellence. In a world of bold pronouncements and self-promotion, the United Kingdom chooses a different path, even in the seemingly mundane realm of postage stamps. Unlike any other nation on Earth, British stamps bear no inscription of their country of origin. This curious omission is not an oversight, but a tradition steeped in history, reflecting a quiet confidence that speaks volumes. The tradition dates back to 1840, when the world's first adhesive postage stamp, the penny black, was introduced. At that time, Britain's dominance on the world stage was unquestioned. Its influence felt across continents. The omission of the country's name was not seen as a necessity, for the image of the reigning monarch, Queen Victoria, spoke volumes. This understated elegance has endured through the years, a subtle reminder of Britain's enduring legacy. Each stamp, whether adorned with the profile of a queen, a groundbreaking invention, or a celebrated landmark, carries with it the weight of history, a silent testament to a nation that has long shaped the course of the world. Ah, Monopoly, that beloved board game known for its ruthless property deals and inevitable squabbles. But within Buckingham Palace, this pastime is strictly off limits. Yes, you heard that right. The British royal family is forbidden from playing Monopoly. The reason? It gets too competitive. A wise decision to preserve family harmony. In the grand tapestry of history, certain figures loom large, their impact echoing through generations. Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history, is undoubtedly one such figure. Her reign, spanning over 7 decades, has witnessed unprecedented global change, societal shifts, and technological advancements. Yet, through it all, she has remained a steadfast and reassuring presence, a symbol of continuity and tradition in an ever-evolving world. Her journey has been one of remarkable resilience and unwavering dedication to duty. Her reign stands as a testament to the power of unwavering dedication, quiet strength, and an unyielding sense of duty. Nestled amidst the rolling hills of Wales, a haven for bookworms and literary enthusiasts awaits. Hay-on-Wye, a charming town, boasts the world's largest second-hand bookshop. Imagine stepping into this book lover's paradise. Rows of books stretch as far as the eye can see. The air is thick with the scent of aged paper and leather. Hay-on-Wye is a testament to the power of the written word. It's a place where forgotten treasures find new homes. Dog-eared paperbacks whisper secrets of their past lives. Discovering a literary gem is a shared experience. Wandering through its aisles, one feels awe at the volume of knowledge. A trip to Hay-on-Wye is an experience unlike any other. It's a pilgrimage for those who believe in the magic of stories, a sanctuary where the written word reigns supreme. The allure of a physical book remains as strong as ever. Across the rolling hills and rugged coastlines of the United Kingdom, ancient sentinels stand watch. These are the castles of Britain, remnants of a turbulent past, and enduring symbols of power and legacy. Over 1,500 of these stone fortresses grace the landscape, each with its own tale to tell. From the imposing majesty of Windsor Castle, the world's largest and oldest inhabited castle, to the romantic ruins of Dunnottar Castle, perched dramatically on a Scottish clifftop, each structure whispers of battles fought, secrets kept, and lives lived within their walls. Remarkably, many of these castles are not merely relics of the past. They continue to be homes, their ancient stones now echoing with the laughter of families and the quiet murmur of modern life. The Tower of London, once a feared prison, now safeguards the crown jewels, while others have been transformed into hotels, museums, and even holiday homes. These castles, in their enduring presence, remind us of the ebb and flow of time, the enduring spirit of this island nation, and the captivating stories etched upon these ancient stones. The United Kingdom, a land of rolling hills and ancient traditions, is also remarkably the cradle of some of the world's most beloved sports. Football, with its origins tracing back to medieval times, now captivates billions across the globe. Imagine, if you will, the roar of the crowd, the thunderous cheers echoing across continents, all ignited by a game born on these very shores. And then there's rugby, a sport renowned for its physicality and camaraderie. From the muddy pitches of rugby school where the game was first conceived, it has evolved into a global spectacle, played with unwavering passion and sportsmanship. And who could forget cricket, a quintessentially British pastime with its intricate rules and genteel traditions? Yet beneath its seemingly tranquil facade lies a sport of immense skill and strategy, capable of holding audiences spellbound for hours on end. These sports, each unique in its own right, are testaments to the UK's enduring legacy in the world of athletics. They transcend borders, uniting people from all walks of life through a shared love of competition and fair play. In the heart of the Scottish Highlands, nestled amongst the rugged peaks, lies the village of Dull. Across the Atlantic in the Pacific Northwest lies Boring, Oregon. In 2012, Dull and Boring forged a bond, embracing their shared quirkiness, a celebration of the unexpected turning ordinary into extraordinary. From the ancient stones of Stonehenge to the bustling streets of London, the United Kingdom has always been a land of contrasts and contradictions. We've journeyed through time, uncovering hidden histories and celebrating the quirks that make this nation truly unique. We've explored the legacy of kings and queens, marveled at architectural wonders, and delved into the curious customs that continue to captivate and intrigue. The UK, a tapestry woven with threads of history, humour and heart, never ceases to amaze. It's a place where tradition and modernity coexist, where ancient mysteries intertwine with cutting-edge innovation. From ancient mysteries to modern quirks, the UK never fails to surprise. Which fact shocked you the most? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating travel docs.